Hello everyone! I have just received a new batch of stickers that I want to open together with you. Actually, I've already opened them because I was too impatient, but I can pretend to be surprised together with you when we eventually open them. But first I want to tell you a little bit about them and why I made them. Well, I mostly made them because I wanted to. So come with me back in time, about a month ago, when I started making these stickers. In the beginning of April we had a bit of a full spring, and of course I used the opportunity to go for some forest walks and look for all the signs of early spring. Then the weather went back to being cold and wet and windy, and I was stuck inside once again, but still, every time I was sketching for fun, I would go to spring themes. It all started with some pictures of a blackbird I took while in the forest. I rarely draw animals, so I'm not very good at that, and one day I decided to get some practice sketching a blackbird. They are a bit of a symbol of spring for me because that's when I notice them the most, and I probably notice them the most because the shrubs aren't there to hide them yet. As I was filling a page with small blackbird sketches, I started to imagine them in different scenes and decided that I wanted to make a little illustration of a blackbird lost within the early spring grove on the forest floor. One of the first flowers you would notice in the forest here in Denmark is the wood anemone. So I decided that my blackbird will be standing in a patch of those delicate wild flowers. I thought it would make for a really nice contrast, and because the top of the sketch seemed a bit too empty, I thought I'd add some more hints of spring, so I went with some clouds and rain. I then scanned all my sketches and started digitizing them. I had a lot of blackbird sketches to choose from, but one was clearly my favorite. When my little just for fun blackbird illustration was finished, I thought that it looked a lot like a sticker and that I'd actually love to have it made into one. I can even picture the future sketchbook that I'd put it on. And then I thought, why stop at one? Let's make some spring stickers. I had a lot of ideas for seasonal stickers and still do, but these are just some of the ideas that I finished first. I thought of fields covered in red poppies from my childhood. I've always loved poppies, maybe because when they showed up it was a sign that summer vacation was just around the corner and I would be off of school for 3 months, which was of course the best time. So I definitely wanted something involving poppies. Another favorite spring plant that came to mind was rapeseed or canola. Not sure which is the perfect term. I seem to see it called rapeseed more often, but anyway, you know what I mean. Those little yellow flowers that we make oil from. One of my favorite spring images is rolling hills covered in rapeseed with heavy dark rainy clouds hanging over them, and you can just taste the coming storm in the air. There's something exciting about early summer storms. The smell, the tension, the way the light changes. I'm just obsessed with that imagery, so of course I had to make that into one of my stickers. I sketched a couple of versions of what I had in mind, so I have more to choose from later. Looking back, I wish I had added even more layers of hills and clouds, but it seemed like I'm overdoing it at the time, so I didn't. As I usually do, I kept the color palette quite limited, and because the yellow was dominating, I balanced it off with blue and just skipped the green altogether because it was throwing off my palette. I often do that, even though I love green way too often, I just replace it with blue for simplicity's sake, and yellow and blue being complementary just makes for the perfect combination. Anyway, you can't see it here, but it will make sense when I show you the finished design. Another idea I really wanted to pursue was a little bit more urban image. I've been wanting to draw something dedicated to my favorite Danish small town, Valio, so I'm drawing a little corner of it here. I guess with this one I'm going for more of a summer vibe, but that's okay. We'll get there soon enough. Once spring comes, time really flies until it's November, and then it absolutely stops and drags until we make it to the end of April. That's how it feels for me anyway. So I didn't know the name of this plant in English, and according to my research, it's hollyhock. So that's what I'll be calling it in this video. These are everywhere in Denmark in summer, especially in older neighborhoods. You can see them grow in the cracks of the pavement near the walls of buildings. I absolutely love them. I love the cute little old houses and that whole vibe they create. I call this the Danish cottagecore style. At this point, ideas were getting a bit out of hand, so I started writing them down in my planner to have them all together in one place. Then I had another forest walk. It was just the time when the wood sorrel came out, and I knew they would have to be part of my little collection, so I started sketching tree stumps covered in them. I have a bit of fascination for tree stumps covered in any kind of growth in general, so this was nothing new. I felt like I might be overdoing the amount of growth, but I asked you on Instagram and you said it was fine, so I added some more. I added a little bit of dew because I realized I never draw dew, so there's a first, and a little ladybug for a pop of color. This one broke my color rules a little bit, but you have to do that sometimes. When it's right, it's right. And I could have gone on like this, making more of these little scenes, capturing the beautiful small moments that have stuck in my memory. But I decided to stop here for now. And so now that you've seen a little bit of the process, let's see the final product, the most exciting part, for me at least. They came in this little package, and here they are, a bit of merch. I printed them with sticker mill. I will leave a link in the description. And here are the stickers. You can't really see them so much this way, but let's look at them one by one. The first one I made was these little blackbird and anemones, wood anemones, and I decided to print this one on a transparent paper. That's not paper. It's a transparent sticker. As you can see, as I peel it off, it has no background. I think it will look good on something that has a cover that works well with this scheme. Personally, I have a very clear idea of where I want to stick it. To be honest with you, this is my favorite one. I made a little poll on Instagram to see what other people thought and what the ranking will be. And at first, this one wasn't getting any votes at all. It did end up being like mid-tier, sort of. I was surprised because I don't know. I love it. I guess you can say I made this one for me, but hopefully others will like it too. The next one I made, I actually didn't have footage of making it, so this will be a surprise for you. And this one in the poll ended up on second place, so must be a really good one. And also it's my boyfriend's least favorite one, so very controversial. It's this bike in a poppy field. By the way, fun fact, this is my bike. I used my own bike for a model for drawing this sticker, well, a picture of my bike. And so it feels very personal to me. Like, I mean, all of them, because I made them, and I made them the way I did because it meant something for me. But hopefully others will connect with them as well. Yeah, I love poppies, so they had to have a sticker, and I love bikes, and I love biking, and I love biking through the fields and seeing all the flowers appear and all that. So, yeah. By the way, I'm going in a sort of timeline way. I'm showing them in the order that I made them for some reason. And we have this one. So in my little poll, this one shared the third place together with the blackbird one. And yeah, this one reminds me of just going on a bike trip in the fields and like seeing all these yellow fields, the little cute farmhouses that I fantasize that I live there and I'm frolicking in these yellow fields and whatnot. It has a very like nostalgic childhood sort of wonder to it, for me at least. Next, I made this one. It's inspired by Taoyo, or however you pronounce that. It's a little Danish town very close to Copenhagen that I love biking to whenever I feel like going on vacation, because it feels like a little vacation town, but it's so close to the big city, which is great. It just has this relaxed vacation vibe. And I don't know, I just love it. I also love the bike trip there. And I've always wanted to make something dedicated to this town. I think I would make more because I want to. Now we have this sticker. And unfortunately, in my Instagram poll, this one collected the least amount of votes. So I guess it's the worst one. I don't think that. I mean, they're all my children. I love them equally, but the blackbird is the best one. Anyway, and last but not least, we have this one, which, if you have been paying attention, you should be able to tell by now that this one won first place in the Instagram poll. So this is the best one of all. I like it. I agree. It is a very good one. And it's probably the most obvious spring-related one. I thought that maybe the greenery is a bit too much. I thought that maybe I overdid the leaves and all that, but people seem to like it. And honestly, I love an object that's overtaken by wild greenery. So what can I say? It works quite well. And that's all we have for right now. That's all I made this time around to test this little idea of a seasonal sticker. I've also haven't done any stickers in a long time, and I kind of want to make more, but the reason actually why I haven't made a lot of stickers is because they don't seem to have that much interest towards them. I don't know why. Maybe I just don't have that many, so people don't come to me for stickers. Maybe I just need to have a broader selection. And I would love to do that. I also love stickers, even though I actually don't use them that much. I don't stick them too much. I mostly just collect them because I feel like if I stick them somewhere, that's it. It's over, and now the sticker is lost. And if I'm not seeing this object all the time, I'm not going to see the sticker or something. I don't know. I think maybe it comes from this time when I was a little kid. I had this like my baby bed, and it had stickers on it. They were like paper stickers of like different mushrooms and bunnies and flowers and cute things. And eventually, when I couldn't fit in the bed anymore, we had to sell it and get rid of it. But I wanted to keep the stickers, so we tried to unstick them, and of course they were completely ruined. It was impossible to take them off safely, and I cried a lot, and I was very sad to lose my stickers, so I never used stickers ever again. Well, I do, but not as much as I would like to. But anyway, whether you like to collect stickers or actually use them and stick them on things, I got you covered. Let me know if you like stickers. Let me know if you like these stickers. Let me know if I should make more stickers, although I would probably make more regardless because I really want to. I feel like I said that 1,000 times. In any case, I have already added this to my web shop. You can find the link in the description, and you can find the stickers there if you like these particular stickers and would like to support me and my sticker making and my art making and whatever this is. I think I've been rambling unnecessarily long, which is why lately I've been trying to go for more of a voiceover, because if I let myself just speak freely without structure, it gets out of hand and it becomes this. But anyway, thanks for being here, and I hope to see you next time. And until then, have fun!